set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's interleague baseball next on the show. Miles Michaelis will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Here now is Trey Turner, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 7, Mickey Mantle.
Digging in, Mickey Mantle. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. The pitch. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Into the box now, Mike Trout. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. Two out, nobody on. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Babe Ruth will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Digging in now, Ozzie Smith. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
So digging in now, Lou Brock. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Here comes the 1-0. Strike taken, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The set and the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Ruth has racked up over 1,300 innings on the Major League mound with an ERA just under 2.5. That's allowing just over 2 runs per 9 innings of work. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Smith leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Albert Pujols. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average of .314, 29 homers, and 93 RBIs. And that's off the plate and high, 2-0 now.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Fouled away. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And the count will be full. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Coming to the plate now, Rogers Hornsby, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set, and the pitch. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
I know it's the first inning, but he better find his release point on that breaking stuff or he's in for a long day.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. First and second now, 1 man out. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Fouled off. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The 0-1 offering. Ruth has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
The 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Hit sharply toward the right side. And Mantle makes the catch. The inning is over. Cards strand a couple. Still no score. Into the box now, Lou Gehrig. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 4.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Here it comes on 3-0. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Here's big Aaron Judge. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. (2-0) to the Yankees left fielder.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
The 2-0 on the way.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Next for New York, Eddie Matthews. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category.
And not surprisingly, he's also near the top of the league in slugging percentage, which means not every ball's leaving the yard. A lot of extra base hits in this guy's arsenal.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The Run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
At the plate now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. First and second here with nobody out. One and two to the Yankees catcher.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. From the belt, the pitch.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Just low with the slider there. That's ball 3.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Don Mattingly will bat next as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting up, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. First offering on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Yankees forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 1 and the Cardinals 0. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Yadier Molina is set to lead off the home half of the second.
Yadier Molina.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Trout has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Enos Slaughter.
So striding in, Enos Slaughter. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
No balls and a strike to count. and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Stepping in now, Tommy Edman. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 287 the average coming in. 4 home runs, and he's driven in 24. And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Yankees are out in front, 1-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey! 0-1. Ball! That pitch is out.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Count remains 2-2.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The right fielder, number 7, Mickey Mantle.
Digging in to try it again, Mickey Mantle. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
The center fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mike Trout. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 ball, no strikes the count. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got it.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout, and that is 27 for him on the year, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
I know all home runs count the same, but that one went a little bit farther than most. That's what he does. A power hitter with a challenge fastball is going to go a long way when he's on his game.
Standing in now, Lou Gehrig.
Number 4.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll check in here at 277. And even 20 home runs and 42 runs batted in. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 2-1. Two out, nobody on. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH. Aaron Judge would be next. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge. He drew a walk his first time up. From the belt, the pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
0-1's the count.
Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. Racing back the left fielder. And gone up into the second deck. All rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot. Number 25 for him on the year. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
Now, Eddie Matthews.
Eddie.
As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Yankees lead this one 4-0. The next to bat for St. Louis, Colton Wong, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball. 1-1.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Now the pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
To the plate now, Ozzie Smith, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Second at bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Hit down the line at first, reined in, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lou Brock.
Now in the box, Lou Brock. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. To short. Turner fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Let's go, Cardinals!
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. In there, 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Two and one.
1 strike.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The first baseman.
All right, so time now for the Cardinals' Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper minors. Into the box, Don Mattingly. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner, it's ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. 4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. The pitch.
I got to count 2 and 2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Nope.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1. LeMahieu, a former Colorado Rocky. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Swing and a line drive. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens, you start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. LeMahieu rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score as they extend the lead to 5-zip. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Alex Reyes answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box now, Mickey Mantle. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 1-0 home misses for the second ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brock waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But an RBI triple gets the Yankees a run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. 5-0 New York. Leading off the inning, Albert Pujols, and they'll need him to get something going here.
ALBERT PUJOLs.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. In his career, Pujols is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. And it's fouled away. Now here's the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
At the plate now, Rogers Hornsby. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Nope.
1-1.
1-1.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one sent foul.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Now the pitch.
Okay.
There's ball 4. So he's aboard following the 1-out walk. Their second of the ball game so far as we take a look there at the league leaderboard for team walks this year. And you can see that these guys are, as we speak, 4th in the NL in that category. Stepping into the box, Stan Musial comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Runners on first with 1 down. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here's the 0-2. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Molina absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate, Enos Slaughter, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hit hard on the ground to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1-0 the count. Fastball well outside.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
3-0 now.
And this is where he's especially dangerous because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle. He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it, but to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Digging in once again, Lou Gehrig. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
A runner at first with no outs here. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
Now the 2-1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Row, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He just recently signed a new 10-year contract, so this ball club expects him to be the cornerstone of their team for quite a long time to come. Behind 0-2 now. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
No outs, nobody on. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs, that's right, 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Still only 1 out in the inning. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Ground ball left side. And that's the second out.
Now that's catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Hit hard, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Pitch on the way.
Ball.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Yankees 7 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping in, Tommy Edman leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And the pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Strike taken up in the zone. Hit in the air to center field. On the move is Trout. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. Now at the plate, Colton Wong. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. Trout has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
The 1-1. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Digging in, Lou Brock. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. Trout on the run. He can't get to it. This one's down. Throw to second, and he's out. That'll end the inning, but they do score one on the play. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Yankees 7 and the Cardinals 1. Striding in once again, Don Mattingly. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Don Mattingly.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty, everything on the outer half of the plate.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, LeMahieu carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. No one out with a runner at second. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes over to third, and it's too late as he's in there.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
A runner in scoring position with none out. Back up the middle. Oh, look at the wizard. The throw. And the tag gets him. But one run is in to score on the play.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
Jordan Hicks gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So the lineup clips over, and digging in, Trey Turner. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1. One and one.
One out, nobody on. Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Standing in now, Mickey Mantle, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2
Yeah,
strikes.
Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And that is through into left field, a base hit. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily. To second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Wow.
Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that. For him to get a knock on this pitch right here, pretty special.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball for Wong at second, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 4.
Two away now in the Yankees' 6th, and in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Musial will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Yankees lead it 9-1. Striding in, Albert Pujols. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. LeMahieu onto the grass. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, number 0.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rogers Hornsby. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 2-0 count to the Redbirds' designated hitter.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
No strike.
Now here it comes. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So striding forward now, Stan Musial. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-0 home gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
All right, Cardinal, let's go, St. Louis.
And there's ball 2 now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Fastball in there, 3-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch. And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden, the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
First delivery to him on the way. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Here's the 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
So now to the plate, Enos Slaughter. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The 2-0. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Ready now, Aaron Judge. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And, oh boy, that pitch nearly got him in a bad place as he had to hit the dirt that time. It's ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
At the plate, Eddie Matthews. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Nobody out, runner on first. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
One gone here in the Yankee seventh. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. From the stretch. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
One out and a runner on second base. Down the first base line. Fielded cleanly. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The first baseman, number 23, Don Mattingly.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Don Mattingly, runner in scoring position with two gone. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Are you kidding me?
Men on third with two down. On the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One left for the Yankees, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Digging in, the switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball two. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And that misses, ball four. It's a leadoff walk to start the home seventh.
The batter, the second baseman, Colton.
Ready for another chance? Colton Wong. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Here it comes on 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated. Don't be surprised with something off speed in the dirt.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Trout coming on. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
This is a tough guy to turn two on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch. Here we go.
swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. In now, Lou Brock, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in its last at-bat. Here comes the 1-0.
Nope, outside.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0.
No, inside.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Ron Guidry is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Ready with the 1-1.
The count is 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Fouled off. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
Next will be the designated hitter, Rogers Hornsby. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First pitch coming, here it is. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping into the box, Stan Musial. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Now the 2-0. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, and he's up to 497 on his career. And just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game.
You've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with the power hitter at the plate. The best thing you can do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. One 0 count. Here it is.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Two out, nobody on. Let it rip that time. 3-0, but the fastball's by him. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
So stepping in, Enos Slaughter. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0 count. The pitch taken. Strike 1 on the inside corner.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Judge is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. We'll march on to the 8th. Now a 9-6 ball game. John Brebbia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
Stepping up to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
DJ LeMahieu.
First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, Trey Turner. Popped him up. Under it is Wong, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Mickey Mantle.
Now at the plate, Mickey Mantle. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brock waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They won't add to their 9-6 lead. Digging in, Tommy Edman. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Third baseman, Tommy.
First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
The 1-0. Fouled away. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
The 2-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Tommy Kahnle answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Number 48, Tommy Kahnle.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Wong has a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Now the 2-1. One out, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Mantle's on the move to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next to the Cardinals, the shortstop.
So coming to the plate, Ozzie Smith has got 3 hits, including a double to this point. And now a pitch on the way. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 0-2 delivery. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They don't make any headway, still down 9-6. Ryan Helsley enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. New inning set to get underway. Ready for another shot now. Mike Trout has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Mike Trout.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball that's outside.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Lou Gehrig. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
One ball.
Tough to do much with that one, a swing and a miss. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Hit out towards second. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Aaron Judge will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. From the belt, the pitch, and that misses for ball one. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one. The 1-1.
That's a ball. I got 2-1 to count.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. Wong for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. So nothing in the Bombers' ninth. On to the bottom half. Last chance now for the Redbirds. They've got work to do, down 9-6. Mariano Rivera enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 42, Mariano Rivera.
Striding in to start the ninth, Lou Brock, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Hops this one up, and that'll get down for a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Into the box, Albert Pujols. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Rivera has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and he's averaged exactly 1 base runner allowed over those innings. That's a 1.00 whip. The 1-0.
No, that's down.
Rivera was born in Panama. He's in the midst of his 20th major league campaign. Pretty remarkable. Almost 2 full decades playing at the highest level. The 2-0 pitch is a cutter that's in on the knuckles, and it's 3-0.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rogers Hornsby. He was hunched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Hit high and deep to right center. Mantle's on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Digging in and looking for more, Stan Musial. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First pitch coming, here it is.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Down the left field line and deep. And they do, in fact, let it land foul. Very smart. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1.
Hey! 0-2.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Popped up. Mattingly in foul ground. makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
9-6, the final tally in this one. The Yanks took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Babe Ruth earned his 9th win of the year. Miles Michaelis couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Mariano Rivera hammers down the save, his 29th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
You're special in your own ways. If you're working hard for your future and you really love what you're doing, you gotta be working for progress, and I swear all the rest don't come to you. It's nuts.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 9 runs.